Hi folks, back to oil. I did an acrylic yesterday for you. I really am not at home with acrylic anymore. After using the oils the way I've been with the knives and the linseed oil and 2-3 colours, blending, you need the space, the time that the paint is open to be able to do all that. You can get, I've got sort of extenders with the acrylic, but it's not for me. I tried, so chase oil. Or use your acrylics as I do for staining watercolour paper, and because it primes it as well, ready for painting on your failed watercolours. Right, I'm using, well, brushes, so I'm going to use that one, I think. I want to do a sort of sketchy one. I looked at Raab, I think it was Raab on British Impressionists. If you go on British Impressionists, it's the banner. And if you could paint a landscape with one sweep of the brush, wouldn't that be wonderful? But he does it with a minimum. And I've always been attracted to that style of painting. There are others on there. Andre Palette, an English artist with a French name, I believe. They can say so much with so little, yet it has an impact, an impressionist impact. You can paint landscapes and do all the detail and everything else, and beautiful, beautiful. But there's somebody comes along, like Stuart Davis or Sharp, or what, I think this is his name, Sharp, Andre, and just a few strokes of the brush, and they've got a fantastic painting. So I'm going to do a fantastic painting. I'll draw it out. I'm thinking of one of my favourite spots over the years has been the Chichester Harbour area, between Southbourne and Chichester, or Bosham. The harbour, it's not a harbour as such, like a stone built thing. It's a number of great big peninsulas with flat, it's all flat, fairly flat, with all these gorgeous salt marshes, and that's what I just love. So maybe I could use my 2-inch. Yeah. I put oil in it, didn't I? No, that's good. My finger through the oil. Now where's my 2-inch brush gone? It could be just a bit big for this. Yeah, that's too big. So I'll carry on with what I was doing. So we've got a sort of a bit of something like that. The sea is that way. The road is that way. And I'm not going to put any detail in it. I just want to paint, finished paint that I can build up if I want to. So let's get the sky in. A bit of red, bit of blue, bit of ultramarine, plenty of oil. Just whack it on. And you can go over it with bits of impasto. I don't want too much oil. I've got a bit of dry mixed in with this oil, and a bit of cad red, deep. I've covered it up now. I've put the things on there. Just get something on. Clean the brush. I'm not going to clean the brush in any thinners or cleaners, brush cleaners. They're deadly. I'll clean the brush or brushes at the end with washing up liquid, which is fabulous. It leaves you with clean brushes, no petrochem toxins to muck about with your breathing, and nice clean brushes. So there we are. So let's put some bit of burnt sienna, bit of You can develop these as much as you like. You can blend it, all sorts of things, but this is just an underpainting for the time being. I will put some of that sky colour in behind the trees. I've done this a lot of times, this one. I've even sold a few. Okay, that'll do for the moment. Let's put in a bit of a tree there. Now my tree is going to be Payne's Grey, Cad Yellow, Burnt Sienna. And the distance, a bit of blue, bit of Payne's Grey. And somehow we've got to turn this into a painting. Just shapes. We can refine that in a minute when we've got our basic palette. Now, Saltmarsh, well, I'm going to use a bit of burnt sienna, bit of white, bit of this, bit of that. Try to vary the colours. Coming up, I don't think I'll put any water in. But at the high tide the water would come in quite a way, the sea water that is. Now, I don't want you to get into bad habits by doing stuff like this. Alright, let's get some cloudy stuff in there now. Took my car out this morning for a little 2 or 3 miles just to keep the battery topped up. I haven't been out here for, well, I haven't used it and none of us have. Unless I don't make any essential journeys. My son and daughter, they sort that out. That arrow is still showing through. But do we care? No. This also my screen. It looks a little bit weak. So let's stiffen it up a bit. With a bit of darker blue. See, to get light, you've got to have dark. So just alright, now we get some ochre, sienna, bit of white. Right, I can go back over that. Put that shadow back, cloud shadow. Right, we'll leave that for a moment. Let's get into that tree, that big tree. Touch of oil. Nice summer greens here. And we've got some dark in there. So Payne's grey, red, bit of blue. Light coming from the south. Walked around this area loads of times, usually between pubs. Oh, that's nice. Right, okay, there's one more of the trees. Bit of shadow in. Right, let's get those blues in there sorted out. Blue and Payne's grey, wonderful mix. Touch of red, touch of white. And as we're going into the distance, Portsmouth is that way. The sea is that way. Alright, I'll get a bit of variety in there. Bit of warm. The really cool one I wanted is there. Okay, let's get back into that. Get some nice warmer colours in here. But I want a bit of shadow there. So shadow. Let's put a bit of light back in there. Now I know there's going to be a lot of people that would think, well, that's a bit, how can you call that a painting? But it is. It's a memory. Right, nice yellow, cad yellow, burnt sienna, Payne's grey. Okay, get some bit of light on the top there, catching the tops there. Right, and I'll get a bit of darker colour in here. Bit of green, let's have a bit of green here and there. cloud. No, I don't like that. Just wipe it out a bit. It's a bit too yellow. No, too much. Just get some of those streaks out. Mixing a bit of red with the blue, just to get a bit of detail, or a bit of cloudy overhead, and then let's just I do have a frame for it, the little frame. Okay, well I'm going to put that in a frame and see what it looks like. So, bear with me. I've got these makeshift palettes all over the place now. I'm going to have a bit of a prune. Right, let's take that painting out. If we can call it a painting, right? Get a knife. Remove that, because we don't want that going anywhere. Okay, let's have a look. Fits. Right, never been done before, so original. Let's put a bit of board there, and put that there, so it doesn't fall down. Well, there we are, this is profound simplicity. Let's just zoom out in a little bit. Well, there we are, a painting. A very simple, quick painting. So what have we used? We've used a bit of cadmium pale, yellow, bit of raw yellow ochre, bit of cad red, bit of ultramarine and a bit of Payne's grey. It'll be on a little tiny palette. Well, I hope you get something from that. It will, hopefully, it will encourage you to have a go at something simple like this, instead of trying to put all the branches and the twigs and trunks in and figures and stuff. Just reduce it to shapes, cloud shapes, cloud here, lighter cloud in front, bit show through under there, blue background, but this one warmer than that bit there. So this one will come forward of that, and this all nice and, well, just nice and green. So I hope you like that, folks. Not much I can do if you don't. And I'll see you soon. Bike ride now. Bye bye.